This is Namrata Singh. Today I'll be talking about health insurance. What is health insurance? Health insurance is a type of insurance which will cover our medical expenses which may arise due to an illness. A health insurance policy will cover hospitalization expenses, cost of medicines, and even the doctor's consultation fees. A lot of people tell me that I don't need to buy a health insurance policy as my employer pays for my medical bills or even my hospitalization expenses. Let's understand that the health insurance terms and conditions vary across companies. There is no standardization. What happens when we change our jobs? What happens when we lose our jobs? What happens when we start our own business? When we lose our jobs and we start our own business, we definitely need a health insurance policy. As we age, we may encounter certain medical conditions which can make us completely ineligible from buying a health insurance policy. Now, what are the considerations before buying a health insurance policy? Number one, we should disclose all our medical conditions when we buy a health insurance policy. Majority of the health insurance claims that get rejected are because of non-disclosure or pre-existing medical conditions. Number two, whether we should buy an individual policy or a family floater policy. If you are married and have children, a family floater policy is more suitable. Number three, we will only buy policies which do not have a room rent capping. Number four, we should buy policies which cover daycare procedures like chemotherapy, radiation, and dialysis. Policies covering daycare procedures can really help us in case of medical exigencies. We should consider buying a health insurance policy the moment we start earning. Now, why do I say that? As per government statistics, 70% of the medical expenses are still being paid out of personal savings. We all know that medical expenses are only rising and they have the capacity to wipe out all our lifelong savings. And hence, medical insurance is something we should consider right now if we have not considered it so far. We should also note that all health insurance policies have a waiting period of 2 to 4 years to cover our pre-existing medical conditions. Hence, the sooner we buy the policy, the better it is. In fact, the government is also incentivizing us to buy a health insurance policy. We get a deduction under Section 80D when we buy a health insurance policy for ourselves or our family members. We get a deduction up to 25,000 rupees for anyone under the age of 60 and a deduction of rupees 50,000 for anyone above the age of 60. Health insurance has truly become a necessity for all of us today. We should definitely consider buying a suitable policy for ourselves and all our family members.